Okay, guys, welcome back to the second episode of the IP podcast.
Ow, ow.
Here again today with Marina and Gabe, and
Let's do it.
we're talking today about the quarantine 15, or like I did my video this morning about.
Yeah.
It's been more like 20 to 25, and people have been a little bit in a panic because a lot of them are receiving notification that they're going back to the office in September, and our point of talking about this today is not to make anybody feel bad about it. It was a completely normal thing, a stressful thing. And we're here to help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree 100%.
No, absolutely. And, during such a stressful time when you don't know the state of the world, kind of you're in this anxiety where you don't know what's going to happen next. It's totally normal to gain weight, kind of let yourself go in some ways, where in some, when we have stress, everyone handles it differently, and it's okay to be okay. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but I think too, the stress, there was no other way of handling it other than food because, the gyms were closed.
Yeah.
Right,
People were afraid to even go outside and walk.
right,
So I call it the perpetual snow day.
right.
You know, exactly what you do on a snow day is what everybody was doing every single day.
Yeah.
And to no
The
one's
banana
fault.
bread man.
The banana bread.
Holy shit.
The banana bread man. What is that?
No, the banana bread man. Like, oh my
Oh.
God, like, man, I made so
Yes.
much banana bread.
Did you really, though, during
Holy
snow
shit.
days?
Yeah.
Before?
No, and in quarantine.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, yeah, banana. It's so easy. It's just like a go-to.
And it's comfort.
So fucking good.
Well, think about it, right? So the comfort when we're stressed, and that was a time to be stressed. So you're going to eat banana bread.
Yeah, and I think too, a lot of people cope with stress via food, and I think that's something that's very ingrained in how we handle situations. We handle stress. We kind of fill voids and make ourselves feel better by eating,
And or drinking.
and or drinking. Yeah,
Self-medicating.
you pick your poison. I
Right.
mean, but seriously, but yeah, banana bread, fuck me up. I don't eat it now.
Gabe can't look at banana bread anymore.
No.
No, I can't. Or bananas.
Victim.
I'm like over it.
Been attacked and a victim of banana bread.
Yeah, raise your hand.
Victimized.
Raise your hand if you feel personally victimized by banana bread.
Mine wouldn't be banana bread, but that's okay. That's all right. But no, we're here to help. You call us here at Ideal Protein. Come on in and learn about the program, how it works and why it works. And I think everybody would be pleasantly surprised, and we can get you back into shape.
Yeah. I mean, even me being, I'm such a fitness buff and all this stuff, when the gyms were closed and everything like that, it kind of deferred my motivation from going to getting myself to go outside and just do a workout. Like,
Right.
how was I going to do that? I just
No.
lost that motivation. And I said to myself, this has never happened to me before, so why is it happening to me now? And sometimes it's so easy to just, even if you've had motivation within yourself, just to lose it in an instance. And I think during the virus and lockdown, it happened for a lot of us. It happened to me. I was guilty of just saying, tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow that never comes.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's true. Personally, when I work out, I like being in a class setting. So obviously, group settings, fitness classes, fitness instructors, they weren't able to hold classes. So for someone that solely relies on fitness class as their way of working out and kind of de-stressing, because fitness can be a great way to de-stress for some people. You're stuck doing nothing. I binge watched a show called Virgin River on Netflix about 10 times, and the acting was fucking god awful.
Was it?
Yeah, but a pesto sandwich with some banana bread. I mean,
Was she a
Jesus
virgin
Christ.
by the end of the river?
Honestly, I don't think she was a virgin. I think her and the town
Before
guy
the river?
fucked a few times, but I mean, there's definitely some chemistry there.
God, this is definitely not a PG podcast.
No, but it's true, and it was such a stressful time. Luckily, knock on wood. It seems like we're kind of pulling out of it, and we can start to resume our normal lifestyles, whether that's, healthy eating, meal prepping, going to the gym, working with a wellness coach, i.e. us.
Like you said, you don't have the motivation to either work out
Right.
or the motivation to stay on a diet. You need the accountability.
Right. So
I
now
think
that
that's
we're-
key.
Exactly. So now that we're pulling out of the pandemic,
Right.
you have those tools to hold you accountable. You have us to hold you accountable, not banana bread.
Yeah, and listen, everybody was in the same boat. It's not like, because I'm sure there are many people out there that feel so badly about themselves that they gained
yeah.
weight during this pandemic, but not even to mention the stress of the pandemic. How about homeschooling kids and just everything?
I couldn't
The
imagine.
And I couldn't either.
No.
I mean, I
No.
thank God that my kids were, I mean, my daughter, but she's older.
But yeah,
That's a lot on
I
somebody.
can't imagine parents having to stay home and monitor their kids.
Leave their jobs.
Leave their jobs,
Yeah.
which is something
Try to
they've
keep them
never-
entertained all
Yeah,
day.
and focus to be sitting
Oh,
at a
yes.
computer.
Right.
Right.
I don't think I could have done that when I was
No,
you know,
I
the
couldn't
age
do
of these
that
young children.
now
I-
in grad
yeah.
school.
No.
So I dropped out. I said, fuck you, peace out.
Yeah, no, peace out is right.
So
yeah.
I couldn't even imagine being an elementary school, middle school, high schooler, trying to stay engaged and focused.
And the parent, the teacher. I mean,
Yeah.
kudos to the teachers too.
Yeah.
I'm sure they cracked open a couple bottles of wine
Oh, I'm sure.
after a day. I mean, God bless them. God bless them.
Yeah.
Um,
But there's no reason, seriously, to feel bad.
no,
No.
not at all. I mean,
life happens.
life happens, but like we said, Marina, today during the video, it only takes one day
It does.
to make that decision that you're going to change it.
Yeah.
And you can change it, and we have the ability to change it.
You can. I made that decision in June. I had been very, on routine with my eating and my working out, and then all of it stopped, and I definitely put on weight. And I, in June, end of June, I guess it was, I said, you know what, enough is enough, and I decided to make that change. So it really just does. Is this English, Gabe? It really does just take. There we go. A quick second a day, to make that
Absolutely.
change.
And once you make that change and make that decision, you feel better already.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely do. And Gabe had mentioned that a client had said that she didn't have such a great relationship with food coming out of the pandemic. But I'm not sure most people, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to say, but a lot of people do not, whether it's being overweight or underweight. It's still not a good relationship with food.
It's hard to
right?
find that good relationship.
It is
with
very
it.
hard. Yeah. It's like a balancing
It-
scale.
it
It's
is.
also
Yeah.
something that fluctuates, just like anything else can fluctuate. You know?
Absolutely.
You fluctuate, having that good relationship and feeling good, and then in a second you could completely turn on that
Right.
good
I mean, you have
relationship
good days
that
and
you've
bad
instilled-
days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing we want to touch on that I did anyway, too, is I think that the stress of the pandemic also put people on medications that could make them tend to gain weight
Absolutely.
for their mental health.
Yeah.
And I think
And I don't
that's
think
another issue.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't realize or may not essentially talk about. I started an antidepressant about a year ago, and that was in the midst of the pandemic. So I was getting this medication and then not having a gym. But granted, I am an active person and I didn't see something completely drastic, but I don't know what to devote that 5 pounds to that I was never
That was never there before.
that was never there before.
Right.
Granted, I'm so much more happier, and I rather take that happiness than something that was debilitating
Right.
before.
Right.
And with Ideal Protein, you take whatever you need to be
Oh,
taking. It's not going to
oh,
stop you from
absolutely.
losing the weight.
Right.
Um,
And you know what? I think it's
But again, we're
also,
here to help.
Yeah, and it's just that balance of like communicating. We want you to have a balanced lifestyle, and that's incorporating what's also good for your mental health too, because you can't do anything without that.
You can't.
You can't. But-
Wellness is mental, physical,
Yeah.
spiritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And what do I always say? For every pound you lose, you deal with stress a lot better.
Yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
You just do.
Even starting medications, it's something where you should be monitoring just what you're eating, what you're doing. Anything that's new, you should always, that was always my rule of thumb. If I'm going to incorporate something new, I have to just keep an extra eye out for myself, because
Right,
you want
and
to
see-
know
right.
what's happening versus, you want to wait 2 years down the road of really not paying attention to it, and then it could have been an easy fix, a switch of a medication, or just, I was allergic to something, or insulin resistance. Just, little things. Like, you rather find that out then and keep an eye on it than waste time and then.
She reminded me of my kids. That's what my kids say to me, you know, oh, if you eat that, you're going to secrete insulin. Or, Mom, look what I'm eating. I'm going to secrete insulin. And then it's my pancreas. They're always making fun of me. That was a little side note. That was just funny to me. But yes, call us. And if you're still nervous about coming out and about, we do virtual appointments. Not a problem.
Absolutely.
We don't want to add any more stress. We can do virtual.
Yeah, and a handful of our coaches are vaccinated, fully vaccinated as well.
Absolutely.
So
we always take precautions.
We always take precautions, mask, cleaning, vaccinated, all of that good shit. So Miss Rona can, piss off. So if you're uncomfortable, but you have a preference of who you want to meet with, by all means, we accommodate everyone and everyone, everything. Yeah, everyone and everything.
Everything.
We
do.
completely understand.
Just call us.
Just give us a call, but also, set up a virtual call. We have the facility to be able to have virtual calls and clients.
To learn about the program, where we'll go more in depth about how it works.
In depth, but, don't be discouraged if you don't live in New Jersey and you want to start, that we can be able to help you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And if you don't, I hope you just tune into the podcast because
we can learn a couple
you
things.
You learn things. We're going to have clients on. We're going to have plastic surgeons on.
I can't wait for that.
I know, me and you both. I'm going to do a full exam for you guys right on camera, full spread right on this table.
Yes, we're all going to tune into that.
I'm just going to, just lay out on the table, and the guy's probably just going to get up and leave.
Yeah, listen, 30 years ago, maybe I would have done the same thing, but not today. But anyway, you gotta stay tuned.
Yeah.
One more thing, too. We have Dunkin' here, but
this is my vanilla shake.
But we talk about a little thing about quick little fixes, just a little thing. Before I started the keto diet that I did years ago, but I really started to get into food and understanding, people don't realize the amount of liquid calories just little syrups and things are like that.
Bro, it's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
That's the same with salads. People are like, I ate a salad and it's 15,000 calories.
And 2 tips. We're going to also have the croutons after this too. But, I switched. I had my coffee at Dunkin' was always a medium iced coffee with milk and sugar and also pumps of mocha syrup.
I did that, but with caramel.
And now I looked it up, and it's 64 grams of carbs and ridiculous sugar.
Yeah,
just
remember,
for what
every
was in
4 grams of carbs is digested like a teaspoon of sugar.
Exactly.
That's huge.
Yep. And I realized, why am I so anxious after my daily coffee? Because you mindlessly taste something, but you don't realize what it's actually doing to your body. So when I did change to keto, it was this little fixes like this. I just stuck to black coffee, and Dunkin' has these shot flavors that are no calories, and they're no sugar. So I have done that because I remember I was looking up little fixes that I can make, and it made all the difference. And I'm still able to get my caffeine fix, but also continue my lifestyle.
Right.
And
no, it's great.
It's one step at a time, and sometimes even the small victories mean so much, and the small changes mean so much, because then that accumulates and is a larger victory and a larger change, and a sustainable change,
and a little bit of information goes a long way.
No, absolutely.
And then we decided after every podcast we're going to try a new ideal protein item.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
And today we're surprised you today. We're going to try the garlic croutons. Now these just came out.
Some ASMR. Crinkle the bag at the mic. You're like.
Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. I love ASMR. That is a guilty pleasure. And honestly, now I'm just shared that with the world. So now I'm going to crawl back into a shell.
No, I'm not that old, Gabe. So this whole bag is 7 grams of protein, and it's not anything you really have to count, and we can explain that when you come in.
Also,
but this is just something that you want, like a little crunch on your salad.
Absolutely.
Or soup.
Also, people don't realize regular croutons are
bread and oil.
Yeah.
They're like little balls.
Little balls.
Little balls. We love little balls.
Little balls.
Okay. Are we going to munch in the... Very good. Very, very good.
I hope no one gets grossed out by crunching sounds.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
You know, that's really a psychological thing.
It is. It is.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like when things have like really.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say it. It's really inappropriate. But have like really small holes, like tryptophobia or whatever.
What?
It's called like tryptophobia.
What if something has a small hole?
Like small like perforated holes, like honeycombs and like sea coral
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
What
like,
does that do?
It's so sorry. Oh my god, I just gagged on camera. Sorry if someone is gross like out by gagging, but I don't know. It just freaks me out. Or like I know this sounds so stupid, so stupid, but like if you have a cob of
Corn of cob?
cob of corn, and
Corn on
the
the cob.
kernels aren't like in a row, and there's like missing kernels, it freaks me out.
Because it's a hole.
It
it's a
freaks
hole.
me out, and I won't eat the cob of corn, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm like, no thanks. It freaks
Really?
me out. Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, this is a whole other podcast.
Yeah, but regardless,
But when's the last time you ate a honeycomb?
I've never had. But my dad was like, I love honeycomb. I'm like, I've never had one.
Like
before.
honeycomb cereal?
No, like honeycomb you can buy in a store, and you put it on like a charcuterie board.
Honeycomb, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, not my thing. But those are fire.
These are really
Those
good.
are,
You want
like-
another one?
Oh, don't mind if I
They're
do.
very good, and it adds a nice
Yeah.
little
So good.
crunch
I'm
that
good.
you need.
It doesn't go with my toasted almond
Yeah,
coffee. Sorry.
it adds a nice crunch, and you get a lot.
Yeah,
You get a lot.
Really good.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll try a product every podcast. But thanks for joining us.
Make healthy
Tune in-
choices.
Healthy
Yep.
choices. Give us a call 973-486-6928. Gabe will set up the appointment for you, whether
Give me
you
a ring,
want
bitch.
whether you want virtual or in person. No obligation, and learn about the program.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.